Welcome to Hands on Chemistry with me, Mr. Hands. So, today we're looking at 5.8.1.1 pure substances. In chemistry, pure substances are a single element or compound. And a pure element or compound will melt and boil at a specific temperature. That's the way you can see if it's pure. You melt it or boil it and check the temperature. But in everyday language, a pure substance means that nothing's been added to it. For instance, you might have a pure glass of milk or a pure glass of orange juice. They are not chemically pure. 5.8.1.2, a formulation. A formulation is a mixture that's been designed with a purpose. So someone's put it together on purpose. And then what they've done is they've got a mixture of substances that have the required properties. For examples, there's 3 F's, a Ca, a P and an M. The F's are fertilizers, foods and fuels, cleaning agents, paints and medicines. All of those are mixtures with a designed purpose. Make sure you know that before you move on. Okay, 5.8.1.3 chromatography. So chromatography is used to separate a mixture of soluble solids, for instance inks or paints. Even blood can be used. A mobile phase, which is the solvent, travels up a stationary phase, which is often a sheet of paper. So the soluble solid moves up the paper depending on its relative solubility. So different substances have different RF values. That means they've got different levels of solubility. But remember, a pure substance will only have one dot on the chromatogram. To calculate the F value, you do the distance moved by the substance divided by the distance moved by the solvent. And the answer is always less than 1. You did a required practical on this. Make sure you know it before you move on. 5.8.2, identification of common gases. You must know how to be able to test for these 4 gases. The first one, testing for hydrogen. A burning splint is used and the gas burns rapidly with a pop sound. Secondly, testing for oxygen. A glowing splint is used and the splint relights. Third one, testing for carbon dioxide. An aqueous solution of calcium hydroxide is used. This is also known as lime water. The lime water turns cloudy with carbon dioxide. Finally, testing for chlorine. Damp litmus paper is used. Make sure you use the word damp. Damp litmus paper is used and the litmus paper is bleached, which means it turns white. Make sure you know these before you move on. Thank you for watching Hands on Chemistry for all your chemistry needs.